Hi, I'm Maria Bailey. Today's show is full of incredible information, including the latest recommendations from the CDC on flu vaccinations for your kids. We'll show you how to have a TV in the kitchen and not lose a bit of counter space, how to create a scrapbook for the 21st century, getting that college degree you want, how to chill and ease your aching muscles, and we'll show you a TV that will actually enhance the decor of a room. All of this today on The Balancing Act, the show that helps you master the art of balancing family, career, and self. Coming up next. Aging. If women are sensitive about discussing anything, aging is right up there with weight. And how we take care of our skin as we age is the key to how we look. Well, there are some wonderful products from Finland recently released in the U.S. that draw on the power of nature to help us maintain that youthful glow. With us today is Tiina Essahani, the Vice President of Research and Development, and Maria Latetin from the Lumina Group, Finland. Welcome, Tiina and Maria.
Thank you. Thank you.
Maria, can you tell us, different types of skin age in different ways, right?
Yeah. Oily skin normally has more protection, more natural protection. So dry skin is always first in the hazard of premature aging. It is thinner, it lacks of protection.
And what is the secret of Finnish products? What is different about the Lumina products than those products we find in the U.S.?
In Lumina products, we combine advanced technology and special wild Arctic ingredients. Because we have a very short summer and very long and harsh and cold winter, so it means that all the plants, they have to collect energy and strength during a short period.
And we're going to take a short break, but when we come back, we're going to have a demonstration on volunteers ages 20 through 60 and actually see how the Lumina products, the benefits, come out in these women. We have our first volunteer here, Angela. And Angela, how old are you?
I'm 27.
27 years old. So what do you recommend for a 27-year-old?
For you, I would recommend first is our novelty product, which is a dual serum with the cloudberry seed oil and the blueberry seed oil. But you follow this product, this serum, with the protecting moisturizer with vitamin C and cloudberries. And this is something you blend all over your face, even to the neck, all the way down to protect the fragile skin.
Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Our next volunteer is Anita. Hi, Anita. Thanks for being with us.
Hello.
And may I ask your age?
I'm 42.
Maria, what is it that you would suggest for Anita?
Yeah, for all of us who are over 40, I would recommend the Lumina lifting line. That's a lovely line that moisturizes, protects, but also it's a firming line. Just gently tap the cream on, even before your makeup.
Thank you, Anita, so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
I've been a user of the Lumina products for about the last 7 years, and I've definitely noticed a big difference since I started using them.
Our next volunteer is Carol. Hi, Carol.
Hi, how you doing?
And Carol, your age?
60.
60 years old, and I would like Maria to let us know what your peers might use on their face.
Yeah, for everyone who is 50 and over, I would recommend the Premium Beauty with the lovely Finnish ingredients from the sea buckthorn oil, as well as the latest innovations in technology. If you're going to show skin, you have to show nice, elastic, moisturized skin.
Well, Carol, I hope I look as good as you at 60, and I want to thank you so much for being with us today. Thanks, Maria, for the demonstration. I do have one final question, however. Where can we find this product, Tiina, if we're looking for it in the U.S.?
In the States, Lumina products are available at CVS pharmacy stores, plus online cvs.com.
Well, I appreciate both of you being here and sharing those Finnish miracles with us, and I'm sure all of our viewers are going to run out and stop the aging process in their skin. So thank you so much for joining us. Next, we're going to hear about the new recommendations from the CDC about flu vaccination for your kids and other important folks.
We have some goodies for you to take home and test even more of our lovely products. Greetings from Finland.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much.
Influenza, also known as the flu, is a very serious illness that can force parents to miss work and young children to miss school for several days. Sometimes people may even need to go to the hospital, and influenza can even cause death. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has come out with new recommendations on annual vaccination for all children 6 months up to 5 years of age. They also recommend all children with chronic health conditions like asthma or diabetes to be vaccinated each year. Here to help us understand how we can best protect our kids from this severe disease is Dr. Melissa Schenker. Welcome, Dr. Schenker.
Thank you for having me.
You know, most moms rush their children to the pediatrician and they don't really know what the difference of the common cold is and the symptoms of influenza. Can you shed some light on that?
Influenza can be a severe respiratory illness that's passed from person to person by respiratory droplets, which means coughing and sneezing on each other. And influenza is actually characterized by the abrupt onset of fever, muscle aches, and small children can be vomiting, nausea, and even dehydration in the smallest ones.
I think we all can relate to that achiness you get with the flu, but why should we be concerned about it?
Because influenza can actually have major complications in children less than the age of 2 or anyone with a chronic health conditions, like you said, as diabetes or asthma.
So the CDC has come out with new recommendations for the flu vaccination in our children. Can you elaborate a little bit on that?
The CDC has actually amended their vaccine policy. In prior years, it had been to vaccinate all children from 6 months to 23 months and any child who has a chronic medical condition such as asthma or diabetes. Now they've expanded it to include children from 6 months to 5 years, in addition to the children with chronic medical conditions, and now all family members, healthcare workers, and caregivers of these children as well.
So that's basically anyone that comes in contact with those young children or those children with the chronic illnesses.
Exactly, because you want to prevent it in everyone.
Yes. And I'm sure you see it every single day in your practice, is that suddenly you become a mom and you become an expert. And we're all doctor moms in some sense. But what do you see as being the most misunderstood things about the flu?
Two common misconceptions are that parents think that if their children have been vaccinated in the past, it's not necessary to do it again, which that's not correct. You need to get a new flu vaccine every year because the flu changes every year. So the flu vaccine changes in order to keep up with the new flu. And a second misconception is that parents think that if they separate their children or separate from their family fast enough, that it won't catch on, whereas you can be contagious with the flu for days before onset of symptoms to a number of days after the onset of symptoms.
If moms are looking for additional information on the flu or influenza for this season, or they would like information on the vaccination, where can we go to find that?
I think you should always be able to ask your doctor. And on the internet, you can always go to the CDC's website, which is cdc.gov, or the American Academy of Pediatrics website, which is aap.org.
Thank you, Dr. Schenker, for being with us today and discussing all the new recommendations from the CDC on the flu vaccination and influenza. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Coming up, we're featuring new entertainment media for the kitchen. The kitchen? You bet. Busy women and mothers are always looking for ways to make the best of their time. Many of us are often caring for children while fixing meals and trying to entertain them at the same time. We might also be looking to get creative in the kitchen and wishing a cooking show was right there with us. Well, guess what? Now having a TV in the kitchen doesn't mean losing counter space. With me today is Tim Cavanaugh from LG Electronics USA with a remarkable innovation for the kitchen. Welcome, Tim.
Hey Maria, thanks for having me. It's very exciting to be here to talk about LG's newest TV refrigerator.
Tim, that is an amazing looking refrigerator. The obvious question though is, why a TV on a fridge?
Having the TV on the refrigerator is a great advantage because you can free up valuable counter space and help remove clutter from your home.
So this refrigerator has a TV, but it can also tell me the weather real time, and it has pre-programmed cooking recipes as well?
In addition to the TV, we have a 4-inch information screen on the left side. This LCD screen provides many functions, including a 5-day weather forecast. In addition to that, there are 100 preloaded recipes from the Culinary Institute of America loaded on this screen. And within those menu items, the food is pictured, and there are many pages of information, including the ingredient lists and the processes for cooking. This particular item has 10 pages of information to scroll through. Another feature is the calendar function. This calendar tells you the days of the weeks and the months, and you can plan ahead, but you can also set an alarm to remind you of important dates like anniversaries and birthdays and the like.
I understand that it can also upload my family pictures into it.
Oh, absolutely. This refrigerator has a USB port. Using a memory stick, you can upload up to 30 megabytes of photographs. That gives you a continual slideshow of your family photos.
Okay, Tim, I love all this technology and convenience, but how is it as a refrigerator?
The biggest complaint consumers have about a side-by-side refrigerator is there's not enough room for all their food. So LG has solved that problem by adding another cubic foot of usable space. The ice maker and the ice bin are moved to the door, and this is space that is not normally used. And what that results in is a lot more usable space at the top of the refrigerator. In addition, there's a convenience of the ice bin that can be moved, and then it goes back on very easily. In addition to that great freezer function, a couple of things I'd like to point out. This water filter allows you to get clean ice and water from your dispenser that is purer and cleaner than most bottled waters on the market. In addition to that, we've got one of the most technological advanced crispers on the market. We call it the OptiFresh Crisper. And what that's going to do for your fruits and vegetables is it's going to keep them fresher up to 3 times as long.
So Tim, where and how can someone purchase this LG refrigerator?
LG refrigerators are available at 5,000 stores throughout the United States, including great places like Best Buy and Home Depot.
Can we expect this to be the beginning of a host of high-tech appliances from LG?
Well, Maria, LG is bringing lots of exciting innovations and great styling to home appliances. If your viewers would like more information, they can visit us at www.lgusa.com.
Thanks, Tim, for being on our show and showing us this innovative and practical refrigerator.
Thank you very much, Maria. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks again, Tim. Speaking of all of those family pictures, don't you wish someone would come along and take them out of the old shoebox for you and make a great-looking scrapbook? Well, guess what? Now there's somebody who will.
The children can actually sit on the bar and watch the TV as I'm cooking. It keeps the lettuce and the vegetables and the fruits nice and crisp and fresh for a long period of time, and it's great. I love it.
If you're like most women, you have tons of family photos, kids' artwork, love letters, and who knows what in a shoebox under your bed, and just have no time to put them together in the kind of keepsake you'd really like to have. And I know there are many women who would love to create one of those special scrapbooks, or several, but you just can't find the time. Well, now there's a great service that will do all the work for you. Here with us now is Tabitha Geary, president of OK Picture This, and Elise Goldstein, a satisfied customer of OK Picture This. What a great idea. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
Hi.
I know that every mom has hundreds of pictures that she just doesn't have time to put in an album. You know, she's trying to keep up with the baby book.
Right.
What does your company provide her that is a solution to all this?
OK Picture This takes all of the work out of preserving your memories. So the boxes that you have under the bed or in your drawer, your favorite memories, whether it's movie stubs or kids' artwork, we take all of the work out of it for you and create custom products.
And Elise, are you guilty of keeping those shoe boxes of photos?
I am. I mean, I'm pretty good, but I believe that all the memories that you make, you want them to last, and you want to be able to look at them and say, hey, we did this or I did that.
And it's so much better to take our digital pictures and put them into something like an album, because technology is not flawless yet, and it only takes an instant of a laptop crashing and we've lost all those memories.
It does, and on top of that, we just don't enjoy them when they're on the computer. We have a tendency to leave them there, and we don't look at them as often as we should. So it's nice to put them out where other people can enjoy them, and we can remember the everyday events that we love.
Well, I can't resist picking up some of these that are on the table. This is an album that you created. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
This is a great guy who came into our office and had pictures and his favorite memories from dating his fiancée, and they were about to get married, so he wanted to give her something as a wedding gift that would mean a lot. And so we created this album for him as a gift to his bride.
Now, if I were to send you all of my photos, is there a way for my photo albums to look different than Elise's?
They do. They all look different. Elise is a good example. She really did send us bags and boxes of, photos, love letters, things that her dad had given her mom, and that's how we created the album. So each album is custom to the customer, and then the customer will receive digital proofs before we go into print on anything.
Now, you're going to get boxes of photos from me, so how long will it take the Baileys to get an album like this?
It takes 2 to 4 weeks for our customers to receive their product once we've received their bags of photos.
Women love to browse. If we want to browse the type of products that we can order through your company, OK Picture This, where do we go?
You can go to our online website, okpicturethis.com, and go to our gallery section, which you'll see our main product line there. We also have a lot of products like Elise where people have created their own ideas, and so we work with people on an individual basis if you have something that you don't see online.
Figures, Tabitha, that it would take a mother to create a company that would save the rest of us a whole lot of time, so thank you very much for being here. And thank you, Elise, as well for joining us today. Now, for all of you who have been thinking about getting that degree that you just couldn't manage to get before, we've got a university for you.
This is one of the photos from the book that Tabitha created for me of my dad's 75th birthday party, and it's just something that I'll cherish forever.
For many women, the pursuit of education gets interrupted by life, and after starting on a path, whether it's a job or parenting, you realize you want a career that requires a degree. So how do you balance your life and pursue an education? Well, we have a university that understands the challenges that face women today and offers a way to balance your life while pursuing that degree. With us from Strayer University is Dean Tracy Lacey, Academic Dean in Atlanta, and Strayer University graduate Jennifer Dove. Good morning, ladies. Good morning. Welcome. So I understand, Dean Lacey, that Strayer University has a rich history. Can you tell us a little bit about the university?
Yes, Strayer University is an accredited university offering bachelor and master degrees. It was founded in 1892, and we currently have 27,000 students. We have 43 campuses stretching from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania down to Tampa, Florida. And we also offer complete degree programs online.
Well, who is the typical student?
Most of our students go back to school because they want to earn a degree that will allow them to advance in a current position, or because they're interested in getting a new job.
So Jennifer, how did attending online classes fit into your life as a busy working woman?
When I thought about balancing work, balancing family, online was perfect because I could take the classes when I had the time fitted into my schedule, and it just worked out a lot better that way.
So be honest, were you doing your lectures at 10 or 2 in the morning? When was that happening?
One of my most common routines was bring the laptop down in the kitchen in the evening, cooking dinner while I'm listening to lectures, and then usually after dinner a couple of hours of reading, studying. My husband Zach was great quizzing me with questions and things like that.
It sounds so convenient. Why wouldn't more women do it?
Well, taking classes online is essential for many of our students. We offer the asynchronous and synchronous formats. With the synchronous format, there's a live professor who's interacting with students via the internet, and with the asynchronous format, those are pre-recorded courses that students can take when it's convenient. But then you have that select group of students who still want the live personal interaction of the brick and mortar campus.
I'm wondering, Jennifer, how did you find Strayer supported you in the admissions process, in your everyday trying to pursue this degree?
The staff was just extremely supportive from day one, from the time I initially looked into the school. In particular, the campus manager at the time, Ayanna Martin, she was just an incredible support to me. Really encouraged me to get in there and finish what I started out with.
So you're still getting the support even though you're not face-to-face.
Exactly.
Well, Dean Lacey, it must be so gratifying to you to enable other women to find the same balance that you have found in your life.
Yes, it is. Every year at our graduation ceremonies, we have thousands of students come from across the country to receive their degrees, and it's truly a great feeling.
And Jennifer, you were one of them, so congratulations on everything that you've accomplished, and I wish you the best in the future. And Dean Lacey, keep up the good work and empowering women to do the same. Coming up next, there's a cool new way to treat your family's aches and pains. Is it, do they have scholarships to go to Strayer, or is it all?
The whole Strayer experience is perfect for an adult that has a lot going on in their lives, that has a job, that has family, that has a lot of other obligations. All the staff was just really supportive. It was just a really comforting environment. They encouraged me to always do my best, to take chances, but to challenge myself, and it's been a great outcome.
Mothers are often faced with nursing their family through minor injuries, sprains, muscle strains, and the like. The pain from these ailments or even more severe injuries can often be relieved by applying a cold compress. Here with us now is Thomas P. Noel, President and CTO from Modular Thermal Technologies, the developers and manufacturers of CryoMax cold packs. Welcome, Tom. For years, moms have been reaching into the freezer and grabbing an ice cube when their child gets hurt. Why is it that the cold works on these injuries?
Well, cold therapy, Maria, abstracts heat from the body and reduces pain and swelling associated with post-surgical discomfort, chronic pain, also everyday bumps and bruises. Your significant other may get injured on the job. Their children may be out on the playing field and end up with a sprained ankle. And cold therapy is used to reduce the pain and swelling associated with those types of problems.
Now, there are reusable cold packs. How do those work?
They abstract heat from the body on a molecular level, and they typically don't last very long, and they also tend to have hot spots, but CryoMax is quite different than ordinary gel packs.
I'm glad you brought that up because you have brought with you a couple of samples that show us the difference between a traditional reusable cold pack and a CryoMax cold pack. So let's take a look at that.
Okay.
This is the traditional one. You want to talk about this one first?
Yes, this is a sample gel pack. Typically the construction of what most gel packs would be.
Right.
This cold here and this cold here, but there is no cold here. CryoMax evenly distributes the cold, and it conforms to the knee even better than the one on my right. This is the large. This is one of our largest products. We make some that are larger, but those are not retail products. We also have a medium, which is half the size, essentially a rectangle. And then we also have a small, which is essentially 1/4 the size.
And you brought one of those really cool holders so that
Yes.
you can show me how it's going to.
Yes.
Hopefully I'm not going to need it, but should I need to ice down my marathon legs? So it just straps on and it really distributes the cold all over the area that needs it.
Exactly. You don't want to cut off your circulation.
Right. This would allow you to at least
Be mobile.
Be mobile,
Exactly.
and you could cook dinner and ice down your body at the same time. Where can our viewers find out additional information or buy the product?
The product is available at chain drugstores, all large chain drugstores nationwide, but not all 4 sizes.
So if you don't find the size you need in your local drugstore, you can go online to find it there.
Absolutely. Go right to our website, mttmax.com.
Great, and I want to thank you so much for being with us today and creating a solution that allows me to stay mobile while I'm icing down my leg after a marathon. So thank you very much for being here with us today.
It's my pleasure.
So when you redecorate, do you take new technology into consideration or how it's going to look in your living room? Well, now Sony Electronics is combining technology and decor. Thanks so much. If you're redecorating a room, where do you start? Paint colors, the furniture, the accessories? I bet if you're like most women, it's not with the TV. Typically, we view that as the eyesore in the room decor, not to mention how complicated televisions have become. Well, not anymore. Here with me today from Sony Electronics is Alex, Megan, and Lisa McFerrin. Hello, ladies. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Okay, so what you're going to tell me is that televisions now can actually be pretty, look good, and give my husband what he needs in viewing a football game.
Absolutely. At Sony Electronics, when we designed the Bravia lines of TV, the high-definition LCD TVs, we considered exactly that. How do we pack it with performance, picture quality, keeps up with the action, but also make it beautiful and stylish so that it can be center stage of your household and integrate into the decor and just make your room even more beautiful.
Okay, Lisa, so it's pretty and it can fit into my room decor. Is it more than just a widescreen TV though?
Absolutely. There's so many more things you can do with your television now, and it's not just for watching movies or TV shows or sports. You can also hook up your digital camera, your camcorder, your video game system to have, what used to be driven by a slideshow, now you can watch on your television, and it really is key to bringing your family together, bringing your friends together, and just enjoying each other's company.
Well, as you know, most women, we love to go online, do as much, I guess, backup research before we purchase a product. Do you offer any of that kind of assistance to women?
Yeah, we found that women drive a lot of the purchases of television, whether they're almost an advocator in the household. So we've made it really easy for women and everyone to get the information that they need. We have a website called sony.com/HDTV. It's focused on helping people understand not only the technology but how to choose a television, just to make it easy for people to get a great television that suits their needs.
Okay, Alex, this is something really that I can handle as well as my children, right?
Absolutely. These TVs are very intuitive, easy to set up. Everything works together. As Lisa said, you can view your pictures, your movies on these TVs. You can connect it to your PlayStation 3. You can play games. It all works together, and it makes for a better experience because you're not all huddled over a smaller screen PC. Now you're in the living room, so you can really enjoy this as a family.
One of the things that women complain about are the wires.
Right.
Have you figured out a solution for that for us?
Yeah. If you were to go to Sony Style and purchase your TV on Sony Style, it can be delivered to your home. They can install it. They can install all the other devices that you'd like to connect to your TV, and they can definitely help you with all the wires.
Wow. Well, I'm going to have to twist someone's arm around here to get one of these at my house before college football season starts. I want to thank both of you for being with us today. Thank you, Lisa and Alex, for being with us. Thanks for joining us today, and I hope we've given you some ideas to help bring balance to your world. I'm Maria Bailey, inviting you to join us next time on The Balancing Act.